Excuse me, you don't need to sign in yet. You just come sign in whenever you come up, if you are going to come up to speak.
She's our boss.
Chairman, Commissioners, it looks like we are live.
Commissioners ready? Ready?
Did the same thing.
Call to order for Valencia County Planning and Zoning Commission, Tuesday, May 25th, 2025. We could get the Pledge of Allegiance. If everybody could rise, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Have a seat. The commissioners had an opportunity to look over the agenda.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that there is going to be a change to the agenda, and that will be deletion of action item 7B, zone change 2025-037, correct, Mr. Baca?
Chairman, Commissioners, that is correct.
So, sorry?
That came from the audience, sir.
Okay. So we'll just delete B, pass it up, and we're gonna maintain the C and the D designators for the other ones. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other changes for the agenda? Okay. So do we have a motion to approve the agenda as with the change of
Amended.
Move to approve.
motion?
Second.
So there's a motion and a second, and any discussion on the motion in a second? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Okay, moving along, approval of the April 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission meetings. Commissioners have an opportunity to look over the minutes from last month's meeting.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any questions or comments concerning those minutes? Everything looks good?
Mhm.
We hear a motion?
Move to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
The second, any discussion on the motion in the second? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Okay, moving on to item number 5, staff reports, Mr. Baca.
Chairman, Commissioners, a couple things to report. So as you can see, Melissa is back and in action. So we do have Melissa back. You guys are always welcome to reach out to her if anything is needed. Also, last week, us and the code enforcement officers were at the NMLZO, that's the New Mexico Land Zoning Officials Conference. So that was out in Taos. Went over a lot of really good, important information. So it was nice because this meeting, they specifically covered a lot with P&Z meetings and specifics to OMA, Robert's rules, what else? Batter shell, a couple of really relevant topics to what we do here every month. And it was really nice to kind of not only get reinforced of what we're doing, but also to just hear that a lot of the things we're doing is basically what they strive for in a lot of other places. So just kind of commend you guys on that. You got a really strong board here. Some other things, they took us on something that was pretty interesting. We went on an Earthship tour of some of the Earthship homes that they have out there in Taos. So that was interesting just to see another type of architecture that's allowed in the state. So that was pretty interesting, eye-opening on the way some people are choosing to live. And it's a lot different from a standard type of living. So it was really cool to see. Beyond that, another thing we've been kind of discussing is because a lot of these meetings, some of the other counties, they do bring some of their P and Z board. So me and Melissa were talking, we're going to start looking into it and see if we could work it out in the budgets and stuff to actually invite one or two of the commissioners on the P and Z board to attend these. Of course, we don't want to create a quorum at them, but we'll see what we could do going forward. And that way you guys can also see some of the information they provide and how it relates to some of the other things we do in our day-to-day activities here at the county. I think it'd be pretty positive, a good thing for not only us, but also for you guys to attend every once in a while, if you guys would like, obviously. And moving on from that, we also, are we calling it a grand opening or ribbon cutting? So we're having a reopening of the Rio Del Oro Senior Center. So the Del Rio Senior Center. And that's, they finished the construction of the kitchen there. So they're going to be sometime in the next month or so, there's going to be a reopening there. I think they're going to try to have a little event for that. So possibly can invite you guys to that as well.
That's the one in Rio Communities, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna reach out to the city because they'll really want to be there. Cool.
Yes, so they
Just
will
let
be.
you know, Tierra Grande has an Earthship home, one of the very first when the state approved them. And the owner is like, if anybody ever wants to come and hear from me or take a look, you're welcome to. So let me know if somebody comes in or you want it, go take a look. You're welcome to.
Might be reaching out to you for that.
All right, cool.
Appreciate that. And that's all the updates I have. Did you have anything to add? So we stand for any questions?
Thank you.
Commissioners?
I'm sorry, I would like to add one thing. I just want to thank Ryan and the staff for holding down the fort while I was gone. They did a great job. So thank you.
Can't write this fast. Well, speaking for the whole commission, Director Jaramillo, it's good to see you
It's to have you
back.
back. Yep.
And I hope that everything went well. You look like you're in good spirits, and so that's excellent. So good to see you back. And I know I seen you the other day, and I think I had given you the same thing, but I out in a public forum, I'd still like to say it's good to see you back. Good to have you back. You were missed. And Commissioner Moran, that's neat that the first Earth
Mhm.
home there in
Yeah,
Tierra Grande is there.
Gorgeous. It's fascinating. It's, I mean, just fascinating. Yeah.
So that would be really interesting for, if anybody wanted to see something
Yeah.
like that and you were able to make,
We can do it.
yeah,
Let us know.
very, very
Yes,
interesting.
we could do a field trip.
Okay. Is that it for staff reports, commissioners? Okay, moving right along to item number 6, the swearing in of participants. So if you are here for an item, or if you're going to speak for an item or against an item, anybody that's going to come forward and speak, I need you to stand now, raise your right hand and repeat after me. If you plan on coming forward to speak at any time during the meeting. Okay, I state your name. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. All right, thank you. Have a seat. Moving right along. We're going to action item 7A, zone change number 2025-036. District 4, P and Z Commissioner Sublett, Board of County Commissioner Bezell.
Chairman, Commissioners, before you this evening is the request for a zone change number 2025-036. This is in District 4, P and Z Commissioner Sublett, Board of County Commissioners Bezell. Alex Erzbischoff requests a zone change from rural residential district 2, RR2, to rural residential district 1, RR1, in order to split the land. Legal description, subdivision land of Jack and Madeline Schwalm, tract A1, 2.77 acres, map 96, mobile home number M195119, also known as 91 Lopez Road, Belen, New Mexico, 87002. UPC 1006-030-298-285, followed by 6 zeros. Currently zoned Rural Residential District 2, RR2, and I do stand for any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Bachman. Do we have the petitioner available? Go ahead, come forward, sign in, and state your name for the record.
My name is Alex Erzbischoff.
I'm sorry?
My name is Alex Erzbischoff.
And will you both be speaking?
I'll be speaking alone.
Okay, if you want to take a seat. I'll let you come back up, but.
All right, pretty simple request. Just looking to change the to RR1 to build a home on the property. I think this aligns pretty well with land use, pretty similar land use in the area. It's essentially a neighborhood. The property had another dwelling on it for a long time. It burned down in 2012. So pretty much just repeating the land use that it was before. You have any questions?
We get the map.
It shows this is 2.77 acres.
That's right.
You're splitting it right in half.
One plot will be 1 acre, one will be 1.77.
And Mr. Baca, if you could do a R1 overlay on that.
And Chairman Commissioners, so the nearest RR1 property is approximately a quarter of a mile to the east here. That's the dark bluer shade. Some of the properties to the south of Lopez Road here are similar uses to the proposed use of this land.
All of those are
They're,
grandfathered.
yes, sir, that is correct, non-conforming uses.
So, Alex, so are you going to build a house onto that, or do you plan to split it and sell it?
No, we're going to build a house, and the plan was to maintain the mobile home on there for my family as they age.
And does mobile home meet requirements in that area?
Chairman Commissioners, as of right now, the property is in compliance. There's no restriction on types of homes in the Valencia County rural residential areas.
You've been there 2 years, you said?
We just bought the property recently, but my father-in-law owned it for 4 years before that.
Commissioners, any questions?
Mr. Baca, if you can go to the page where it actually shows the requested submittal, the requested line going down property.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't look like it's it. I think it was that previous one. There we go. Can you zoom in on that? There you go, right there. So that's the requested split, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And is that a structure on the very top in the white?
It's a carport.
I'm sorry,
It's a carport.
carport. Okay, so it's a structure. What is the distance between that proposed property line and the carport?
Probably about 10 feet.
No more questions for now.
And
That being on the backside of the, what's called, because the entrance to that property is coming off Lopez Road, correct, Alex?
Yes, that's correct.
And so then there's not a road or easement on the backside of the property, correct?
No, there's not.
Is that a mobile home next to the carport?
Yes, that's correct.
And you separate septic systems?
Yes, they'll have separate septic systems. The mobile home already has, it's obviously a septic system, and a new one will be going in for the new house.
And all that has been previously permitted for that?
That's correct.
And does it have separate water or is it?
So there's two
Sharing.
wells. There's two wells on the
there is
property.
two wells, so
Yep.
each independent of each other.
That's correct.
What's the building that's already there on the 1.77 acres?
That's a shop building. It's a metal building shop.
Mr. Baca, what is the required setback for the rear and the side of the property?
Uh, So Chairman Commissioners, for any rural residential district, the side and back setback is going to be 15 feet. But just as a reminder, what we're looking at today is the proposed land use, not the specifics of the split. That if you guys feel that this is an appropriate use of the land in this area, when you're looking at the zone change, the next steps will be to evaluate, if approved, then we'll evaluate those standards and the setbacks when we're looking at the proposed plat. So as of today, we're looking more just specifically to the land use proposal, the changes from RR2 to RR1. The specifics of making sure that everything's in compliance beyond that will be the next steps.
Thank you.
Anything else, commissioners?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Alex, take a seat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Is there anybody present wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anybody present that would like to come forward and speak in favor of the petitioner? Yes, ma'am, go ahead. Go ahead and sign in and state your name for the record.
My name is Aubrey Habouche. I'm the wife of Alex Erzbischoff, so also owning the property. And I just want to say, yeah, my dad owned it before, and we bought from my dad this spring, and we are definitely planning to live here. I've just got a job at the Los Lunas High School as a science teacher, and we are hoping to keep the split part of it for family. Currently, my aunt is occupying the mobile home, so we want to just have a separate dwelling for us and a dwelling for any family as they age who needs some help and support is our goal for this property.
Are you currently living at the building that's located on the 1.77?
No, we are living in the mobile home.
So you're living on the piece that you're kind of cutting off?
Yes.
Can you explain to me what the other building is on the larger side?
Oh, that's a shop, a metal building shop. It's been there for a while. I think we have one of those papers about that one in our packet.
Explain shop.
It's got a cement floor, it has a car lift, and we have shelving in there right now where we're storing stuff from our former house.
Is it being used as a business?
No. Just like a workshop.
Garage.
Yeah.
And is there any plans? So you're saying that what you're telling me is that you want to have that property divided so that part of the property can be used to take care of family
Mhm.
members if they need it. But if there's only a residential dwelling on one piece of the property, how does the,
We're going to build a new house on the 1.77 acres part.
gotcha.
That's our plan. We're looking to get that built. I think we also have a permit in for that.
Yeah, Chairman, Commissioners, this is kind of what initiated this process is they did start with the building application. We notified them that the zoning wasn't proper to have multiple dwellings.
Thank you. Okay, commissioners?
I'm good.
Okay, Aubrey?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
Anything else?
thank you. No, that's all.
Okay,
Thank you.
Is there anyone else present wishing to speak in favor of the petitioner? One last chance. Anyone present wishing to speak in favor of the petitioner? Hearing none, is there anybody present wishing to speak against the petition? Sir, please come forward, sign in, and state your name for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Randolph Montoya. I own property just south of the proposed division. I've got a house built.
Did you receive
a vacant lot?
did you sign in?
Yeah, my name is Randolph Montoya. I'll sign in.
Did you receive a letter from the county?
I'm sorry?
Did you receive a letter from the county?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
go ahead, sir.
And I'm against the division because as he stated earlier, he plans to put a mobile home. I'm concerned about property values. I'm also concerned about excess traffic in the area. So I'm totally against that. There's more custom homes there than there are mobile homes at this time. And it's again detrimental to property value. I own two pieces of property there. And I've had that property for well over 25 years. And I am against the division to add a mobile home. If it was a division to build a custom home, then I might be rethink it. But right now I heard him mention that he wants to put a mobile home.
Well, no,
Isn't what he said.
Yes, I
There's a-
understood that.
no, there's a mobile home that's already.
There's
on the
there,
property.
did he
That's-
propose to
that's
put a second?
pre-existing. So what they told us is that they are going to build a home, and we're not here to discuss about the building of the home. We're just here to discuss if the land use is proper for that
And
area.
I'm still against it. I think we're pushing crowding there. It's an area there that's rural and it's something that we bought the property for to stay rural. So I would be against the division of the property. And that would be the reason why. Again, division adds to more traffic, more things into the area.
Where is your place?
I live in Belen. I have property in Belen. I drove the property right across the street from where the proposed division is at.
Can we get it on the map, Mr. Baca?
That's my only comments. Thank you.
No, wait.
Oh, you have a question? Okay.
So you live across the street from where this proposed is, or you
Yeah.
live in Blaine?
I have a house right across the street from them. Yes, that is correct.
So that's it right there. That's
Wow.
3/4 of an acre that you have
Yes.
across 86
I
Lopez
have
Road.
another vacant lot right next to it, right across the street. South of it.
0.75 acre.
Yep. There
Well,
will-
that lot, and you have nothing on that lot?
No, the lot
Do you-
is just,
Do you-
that'll be for future development. I'll build a single family home there at some point.
So you can see in your future that you could build a single-family home on that lot
Yes.
of 0.75 acres.
Yep.
But yet you don't want them to build a home on 1.77 acres.
No, I think it's just, again, we're subdividing, we're adding more. Had that been a subdivision years ago, I might have been okay with it. But I just don't feel like it's good for the area.
But you feel it's okay, it would be good for the
lot was
area.
already- My lot was already subdivided, so I'm not asking for a division. My lot was there prior to this whole thing. And it was set up for that reason. So again, I'm speaking out against the division of that lot, not against building on another lot. Had that lot been divided when they initially subdivided, so be it. But it hasn't been. So that's my only concern.
Any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Montoya.
Appreciate your.
Anybody else present wishing to speak against the petition? Nobody? One more time. there's anybody present that wishes to speak against the petition, now would be the time to step forward. Hearing none. Commissioners?
Current distance, I'm gonna ask the same question again. With the required setback of the rear side being 50 feet, 110 feet, you know what the distance is between the property line? No, excuse me. And the shop.
Chairman Commissioners, I would suggest you ask the applicant that. I do not have that information because they proposed a lot line split. That's not an exact spot or location. So you would need to ask the applicant on what the distance they intend to put between that. The
Yeah.
minimum would be required for
Something
50.
that we can't really discuss right now because
Yeah.
we can't take that into consideration. We can't take that into consideration because it's not a land use opinion.
That line is more of an approximation on what they would like to do if approved for an RR1 zone change. So if approved, the next steps would be evaluating those, making sure they're in
Then they
compliance.
bring in the building plans, where. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. Right. So that's something that not concerning us right now, but I think for general information off of, for a building like that is 15 feet on the rear and side and like 30 feet from the front, I believe is the numbers. So
Chairman Commissioners, that is correct. And an accessory structure would be, a house is 30 feet from a road, an accessory structure is 60 feet from a road, and then rear and side are 15 feet.
right. And then as far as anything that's pre-existing, like you see that carport, that's already going to be grandfathered in. So that is already part of that, but they're not doing the building on that property. Their plans, from my understanding, are going to be on the opposite, the 1.77. Get it?
I get it, but the proposed separation of the two lots is gonna affect the property.
Chairman Commissioners, they'll have to work with a survey company, and if approved, they'll work with a surveyor to get a split set up. When they bring that split, we evaluate it at that time for compliance with setbacks as well. So any subdivision of any property has to meet current standards and be in compliance.
You good? Commissioners?
Good.
No more discussion? This being my district, I guess. So this is my district, and it's good to have young blood coming into the community. Welcome to the community. Aubrey, welcome, Alex. Aubrey, I'm glad that you're working with as a teacher in the sciences. That's great. So I'm good at that. And so I'm going to make a motion to approve.
Second.
So a motion with the second. Is there any discussion on the motion of the second? I understand that we did have one person that was against it, but even the person through his own testimony showed that he's got a lot that is smaller than the lot that is being proposed, and that his future aspirations are to do exactly what they're trying to do now. So just being fair to all parties, I think that that's,
I agree.
so that's why I went with that. So any other discussion? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Moving right along to action item 7C. Variance number, we skipped B, that was in the, variance number 2025-038, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman, Board of County Commissioners Richardson. Would the petitioner please come forward?
Oh, who's got to read?
Excuse me, Chairman, would you like me to read it into the record? And
That one went so quick. I'm sorry, he's got to go through the process of reading it all out. Sorry. But we'll get you right up. Sorry, Sam.
so it looks like there's a little confusion in the audience. So I just wanted to let everybody know we did Item 7B was canceled for this meeting. If that's what you're here for, it has been canceled. We will not be hearing anything on that request today. If it is, you'll receive the same notification in the mail and we can proceed from there. So at this time, it's off the record for today. And all right, so Chairman, Commissioners, so before you this afternoon is a request for the variance number 2025-038, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, can you take the conversation outside, please? Thank you.
Sir.
Commission is still in session. Please take your conversations outside. Thank you.
Okay, so to repeat, Chairman, Commissioners, before you this evening is a request for the variance number 2025-038, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman, BOCC Richardson. Stephen Kutch requests a variance of 54 feet to the 60-foot front yard setback requirement for an accessory structure to be placed 6 feet from the property line. Legal description, subdivision, Mesa Estates, Lot 1A2, Block 3, 1.00 acres, B627, 1997 revision, also known as 76 Turner Drive, Los Lunas, New Mexico 87031, UPC 1016038515465, followed by 6 zeros, zoned rural residential district 1, RR1, and I stand for any questions.
The petitioner present.
Mr.
Yeah, he's here.
Steve.
Yeah, go ahead and come forward now. Sign in and state your name for the record.
I'm Stephen Kutch.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm requesting a variance because I want to build a carport on my driveway. I got 3 cars I want to cover. It's 30 by 30. And the houses were built slightly further to the front setback, so that's what I'm requesting.
Which this is yours, right?
Yeah. What is the, what will your set, what are you asking for as far as the final setback? Was it 6 feet?
6 feet, yeah.
6 feet, and it's supposed to be 60 feet. Right?
The house is 40 feet from the front of the property line.
Is this an accessory structure?
Chairman, Commissioners, that's correct. So this is, the standard requirement is 60 feet for an accessory structure in the rural residential districts.
Have you started on this?
No.
Any other place you can put this to where you won't be right there as far as with the variance?
Well, that's my front driveway. and-
Understand, have you got either side, or you say you want to cover cars?
Yeah, my cars are parked on the front driveway and I want to put the carport over the driveway.
Can we get a picture?
There's a reason for those setbacks.
Right. In Albuquerque, I can find all kinds of them that are, I know they're smaller lots and all, but they're even closer than what I'm trying to do.
We're in Valencia County.
Right. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
in
I was just saying,
Albuquerque, they let you. I'm in a rural Los Lunas here.
What kind of a structure is it? Carport, it's got sides on it and everything?
Yeah, 30 by 30. You want to know what it's built out of?
Yeah.
It'll be made out of a red iron sea purlin, 10-inch. That way I can span what I want to do here. The posts will be 22 feet center to center. But the sea purlins will be 30 feet across. Welded. With the metal top on top.
Siding also?
No siding, just the top.
Just a top.
Yeah. My neighbor across from me already has one. Is a smaller, but
Mr. Baca, can we zoom out?
oh. I don't talking to me. Oh, sorry.
Across from you would be east of your home, Mr. Coach,
Yeah,
and they have one, like you're saying,
yeah, you could see his carport across.
but that's not a 30 by 30, right?
No, his is only like 10 by 10. 'Cause I think he built that so he wouldn't have to get a permit. So it was under this.
Well, a 10 by 10 is 100 square feet. A 30 by 30 is 900 square feet.
Right.
You understand that?
Yeah,
9 times larger than your neighbors.
right. But he's not, front setback is not compliant with your setbacks are.
Very well could be that it was grandfathered. So how much total land do you have? I'm sorry. How much total land do you have there?
It's not quite an acre. I believe it's 0.88 acres.
So it looks like you've parked vehicles and trailers in the back of the house already, correct?
Yeah, the trailers are on the side and my driving vehicles are on the driveway.
Even though my question on this is that even though the fire department has said that they don't have any problem with this, is that because the plans have not been, I mean, even though you've put somewhat plans here, until the plans, you still got, until you start putting in permitting and stuff like that. And
Chairman Commissioners, this, once again, he did start with the permit and then that's what brought on that he would need a variance.
so once you start the project, then that's when the problems get noticed. You understand? So you went to start the project, problems were noticed, and they're saying, well, maybe you should get a variance, see if the planning and zoning will give you a variance but this is a 900 square foot, rather big, you understand, right?
Yeah, 20 feet would cover my double car driveway. And I want a little more 30 because I want future, that's gonna, because it's just a mud hole when it rains anyway. I want to pour concrete and have a 3-car driveway anyway. And I got 3 vehicles right now that I drive.
The issue is the setback, not how many vehicles you have in your driveway. The issue is the setback.
Right.
is What it is.
At the front, yeah.
Yeah, and it's real close.
I'm curious, is your property fenced? Is your property fenced?
Uh,
Do you have a fence around the property?
yeah, I have a pipe fence around the whole property.
So
Oh.
how many entrances and exits do you have from the property?
Oh, say it one more time.
How many entrances and exits do you have in and out of the property?
I have one main one in the front driveway and I have one just to the north. I'm still working on making that gate though.
And are they always accessible? Or do you have a gate or a pipe that you can close and lock?
Yeah, I just have the north entrance, just has a wire over it. I can undo it and take it off if I need to go that way.
I was just curious on why the fire department didn't have an issue if his entrance, his driveway entrance is really the only accessible point. You're smack right against that
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah.
And then if there were to be an emergency at the house, I mean, you know, and
Yeah.
God forbid, you know, you never
Right.
want to look at that stuff, but they have no access to, you know.
Right.
And so, like I said, I would think that they don't have a problem with it now until the permitting starts going in and then they actually,
Okay.
you know, so.
Gotcha.
But I can't speak for them,
Right.
but I see,
And it defeats the purpose to put it anywhere else. So that you get the
Well, to the north, I want to build a shop, actually, a workshop, garage, or standalone garage next to the house. Future anyway.
What's that?
That'll be future anyway. Plans.
Mr. Coach,
Kutch. Kutch.
You know, this is not my district, so this is on your commissioner. But the thing that worries me or concerns me is it sets a huge precedence for other people to come in and request variances of this magnitude. It's a huge variance that you're asking for. So if this were to be adopted, it sets a huge precedence. And you can say, well, it's not that bad, but yet you referred to the one across the street from you, which is 100-foot square cover. And now you're saying, well, they got there, so I can make a 900 square foot cover. You see what I'm saying? So if we set a precedent in that magnitude, then what's going to happen a year from now when we have somebody coming before us saying, well, I want a complete variance on the entire front of my residential area, home, for 10,000 square feet. You understand that?
Yeah, I could see where I could get carried away, but I got two driveway right now, 2-car driveway, and future is gonna be third. And even with dirt there, I'm gonna park my truck right next to it anyway. It's gotta cover 3 cars. It's a carport, and it covers my cars.
And you couldn't put the carport on the side of the home?
No, because I'm gonna put a shop on that side to the north. Future,
I thought you just said that you were going to put it towards the back of the home, which would be on the
no,
west.
it's gonna be in the front to the north of the home. My future plans. Just like the guy across the street from me, my neighbor.
Well, I would say that I'm looking at the neighbors and from, if I can see this correctly, their 10 by 10 carport is not in front of the house. It's not blocking fire emergency. And the other thing is, in looking at his plat here that he has, well, if he's going to put his carport, his shop to the north, then he could put his other thing. I'm all for helping somebody whose land won't allow it to conform to, but this is pretty rectangular. So I think there's lots of other options, especially if you're going to put a driveway or another entrance. That's my 2 cents on it. So
Mr. Kutch, thank you, first of all, for coming over today. We appreciate it, especially shedding a little bit of light on your proposal. The material will be non-combustible, and coming from a 20-year career in the fire department, I really don't see how that would inhibit any kind of fire department response whatsoever. I think the other commissioners do have reasonable concerns on why you just basically can't put it in front of your proposed shop coming up rather than in front of the house. I'm willing to hear a little bit more.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else. No.
Okay, have a seat. We'll call you back in a second. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anybody present wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anybody here wishing to speak in favor of the petitioner? Hearing none. Is there anybody present wishing to speak against the petition? Anybody here wishing to speak against the petitioner? Hearing none. We'll move right along.
Chairman, Commissioners, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. The applicant did provide a list with some signatures of people that did approve. I just wanted to bring that to your attention to allow you to put as much weight onto that as you would like for your decision.
Have the commissioners had an opportunity to look over that list?
I didn't see it.
No. I have some additional copies if you'd like me to pass those.
Could you please? I don't remember seeing the list. I could be mistaken,
Thank you.
but
As far as the list goes.
I was once mistaken, but then I was wrong about it.
You guys are full of yourself, you know.
And do all of, Mr. Vaca, do all of the signatories on this have standing?
Chairman, Commissioners, I did not verify that. I apologize.
Okay.
Is that Turner Road in front of his house?
Yes, but they're at, the address of that is 76 Turner Road is where they're wanting to do it. And the addresses on some of these are 74, 75, 73, 71.
Right next to him then.
Yep, 79, 70. Songbird Loop is the road over. Without doing much of a investigation, it looks like they all have standing.
Mm-mm.
No?
Oh. I'm checking against the list that went out.
I'm sorry?
Hold on, I'm almost done here.
In the same.
Okay, on this list, 1, 2, 3, 4 do not have standing.
Oh, nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oops, I should say 3.
seven.
About the ones
Yeah,
in the back.
Chairman, Commissioners, 3 of them do not have standing. Everything else they do.
Oh, there's some in the back. Hold on a second. I didn't look at the back here. 4 Songbird,
Out of 13.
nope, and 2 something Lane. I don't see a 2. Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 do not have standing. We look at the back.
So 33%, 30% do not have standing. I would really like, I would have liked to, for them to have come in.
It's a
It always looks better
duplicate,
that way.
maybe.
Well, at least we got this.
No. I'm gonna correct that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 2.
You've already asked for and against?
No.
Right?
Yes, I did. So discussion is with us right now. So
Come up
commissioners,
with
uh,
1, 3.
so,
I take it that you don't have an issue with the variance because of access or whatever?
You know, I'm kind of on the fence. I really am.
Yeah.
With a proposed shop coming to the north side, that would give them space to move the shop back and move this structure, this proposed structure in front of the shop,
I agree.
bringing the distances within the ordinance. So I'm on the fence. How do you feel?
I have the same issue with setting a precedent with these variances because we've seen it before and I have an issue with setting a precedent of giving up, especially a large one like that,
It's huge. Yeah.
you know, and so,
really huge.
yeah, that's,
And I understand, Commissioner Chavez, I understand where you're coming from as far as firefighting.
Mm.
And I've got experience with firefighting, EMS and all that stuff as well. And it's not so much the fact that that it's fireproof because of the materials that he's going to be utilizing to create it. It's the fact that if it's a parking lot, then that stops access to the house because everything would be parked in front of the home.
mhm.
So even if, and I'm not saying that there would be a house fire, but even if there's a medical situation and they pull up, then everybody's parking on the street to get into a medical situation. You've got at least 3 cars and they can't, depending upon the height. Now, I've seen some of the specifications. But for larger equipment, it would be tough to drive something into there.
Yeah, large equipment is not going to be going onto the property, especially with a fence like that. I don't see larger, even if it's a ladder truck going onto the property to the rear side. They're going to make access through the front door, which will also give them access to the garage. A couple of firefighters dragging a 2.5-inch hose to the garage, breaching the garage. I don't think between the cars is going to be an issue as far as firefighter goes. And I think we've got firefighter or fire department already saying we're okay with it. Okay.
It's yours.
I thought you wanted to say something.
No, I agree with you. The
Oh, thanks.
precedent is
Petitioner
huge.
would like to say
It's
something.
the
Go ahead.
precedent.
Go ahead, come on up, Mr. Coach.
I do have a question.
I just want to say, any time of emergency vehicles come up on our road for any emergency at all our neighbors, they do not drive in the driveways, they stay out in the road. I seen them all the time, that they don't drive into anybody's yard, they stay on the road.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Mr. Coach, what is your time frame for building that shop?
Oh, that's gonna be way down the road still.
Just curious, just curious.
Yeah. It's always been my dream.
It's going to be way down the road as in a different property? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna do it. Might be retired until I do it.
Thank you.
Still dreaming.
Chairman, Commissioners, I'd like to provide a little clarification on setting precedents in these matters. Each individual request for these are very unique to the individual property and the request being made. So just because you do either approve or deny something today, that should not influence your future either approval or denial of applications. If we were to start receiving a lot of these requests over and over, then what we would need to do is possibly look at our ordinance and maybe look at making an amendment to that. But these do not necessarily set a precedence because each of these are considered unique circumstances to each individual property. So what you just need to verify is through the review criteria. If you feel that this does meet that review criteria, that's what you should be evaluating each individual case by.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Clears that up.
I'm just doing some math here. You guys can, if you have discussion, please do.
Well, it meets the criterion as far as what we've looked at. Or the criteria that was set out.
Okay, I think it's big. I'm just doing the math. So if this is 30 foot by 30 foot, that's 900 square foot. Average car, truck, roughly 6 foot wide by 12 foot long, 72 square feet. 900 divided by 72 square feet, you could park 12 vehicles underneath that. Maybe that brings a little bit more depth to this.
No. A baby car in my pickup would fit on one side of it.
A 30 by 30.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's not that big.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right, because,
It's
so where
not.
am I getting?
I don't know. Go back to school.
I'm thinking 3 cars wide, basically 3 cars wide,
Yeah, he can get 3 cars wide
and really just 2 cars deep.
at the most, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, now that because I'm thinking about my shop, I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of, yeah, 3. Yours?
Okay, under consideration with everything, I'm gonna move to approve.
I'll second.
There's a motion to approve with the second. Any discussion on the motion in the second?
I have an issue that there's so much other space on the lot. It's not like the land ebbs and flows and has big mountainous things in its way. There's so many other places that carport can be put, but that's my 2 cents on the matter.
I agree with Commissioner Moran. I think that there's enough land there that he could put that someplace else but again, this is your district, and Mr. Baca had explained that
I think having a carport in front of your garage is probably the best place to put it, unless you have a shop already in existence.
I take all that into consideration.
There's a motion and a second on the floor.
Yep, and we're doing the discussion on the motion in a second.
Okay. He's only got 84, he's got 80 plus feet is all he's got to that side, on that north side he wants to put that shop, and 80 feet. He's got to have setbacks on the property line from, what is it, 15 feet? Setback if he has that.
From the front, I think it's more.
So Chairman Commissioners, so from any road right away, or from any road, a home has to be 30 feet in a residential area, and an accessory structure, so carport or shop, would have to be 60 feet from the road. Sides and back are going to be 15 feet for the setbacks.
Yeah, so he's gonna be real close on that side with that shop, because he's thinking of the future down the road. All I got.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you
Don't
vote?
Start with me. Don't start.
Going alphabetically.
That's right. I'm going to vote no.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Moving right along. Action item 7D, zone change number 2025-025, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman and Board of County Commissioner Richardson. Mr. Baca?
Chairman, Commissioners, before you this evening is the request for zone change number 2025-025, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman, BOCC Richardson. Donald Klinger requests a zone change from Planned Development District, PD, to Light General Industrial District, I2, to operate a roofing business and storage of contractor equipment. Legal description, subdivision Rio de Oro, Lot 50-1A, Block 50, Unit 60, 3.81 acres, located about 1 mile south of El Cerro Mission on the west side of Manzano Expressway, UPC 1013034-026-426, followed by 6 zeros, currently zoned Planned Development District, PD, and I stand for any questions.
I do want to make note that I do know Mr. Klinger, he's done my roof at my house, but you guys decide whether I should.
Chairman, Commissioners, if you
Commissioner Moran, as long as you can maintain neutrality on the issue, I don't see a
Okay.
problem with that.
as long as you feel you're still going to be able to vote with an unbiased decision, then that's your decision at the end of the day to make.
Duly noted. All more questions from the other commissioners? Okay, let's continue. The petitioner come forward and sign in and state your name for the record.
Hi, my name's Donald Klinger. I said I own Klinger for Roofing. And thank you for hearing my case here and taking the time here. I do appreciate that. I moved down here in 1979, went to Los Lunas High School and graduated in '83. I started this business in 1997, and I've had it in the same place ever since, and that's off of 314. And it's been on less than half an acre that we've had the business on, and it gets a little crowded. It's hard to get vehicles out. You got to pull this trailer out and that type of deal. So I've had this piece of property up there for a while and finally decided, well, it'd be a lot nicer to have the business up there and to have the bigger land and everything. Now, the business that we have, we mainly do roofing and everything, so we don't have a lot of supplies. We go to the supplier, take it straight to the house and put it on the roof. When we have supplies left over, we do have a little bit of supplies there at the yard. Anything that's left over normally goes to repairs, that type of deal. Metal panels that we have left over, a lot of times it'll go towards sheds or fences, you know, people want to use it for that type of deal. So we don't have a lot of materials that will be stored on this lot. You know, right now, there's nothing up there. It's just plain, you know, just coyotes and rabbits and everything running around there and dust and everything. 2 times I've had to go out there and clean up the trash because you get somebody going up there and dumping trash out there and everything. So I've gone up there twice. And I noticed last time I drove by, there was some more trash that I've got to clean up. So it'd be nice to have something up there to kind of look over everything. And, you know, it seems like when something goes in, then more stuff goes in. And this is an area that has nothing. So it'd be nice to have, you know, something to go in there to, because I've got other properties around that area and everything. So it'd be nice for, you know, something to happen and hopefully other people will join in there once electricity's there and that type of deal. The business, I've only got anywhere, we have 10 to 12 employees. We have 5 trucks, 3 stay at the yard. So there's not a lot of traffic going in there. Customers, as you know, do not come to the shop. We go to their house and look at it and take care of everything at their house. We don't have a lot of customers come in. Every once in a while, we'll have one come by and drop off a check and, you know, paying for their roof and that type of deal. We don't have any chemicals or anything else like that, so you're not going to have a stench of chemicals in the air, nothing getting in the ground that's going to destroy the land or anything else, thing like that. The I.2 district, we complied all the standards there. We're definitely over the 2 acres, we're 3.8. The depth and width, which is 3 to 1, not a problem there. The setbacks is 30 feet, and that's not a problem with anything that we're doing there. And the maximum partial coverage of 30% is not even close there. So as far as all the standards of this industry, we definitely comply to all that. The access, we're not going to be accessing off Manzano. We're actually going to come in the back way and use the roadways and come in directly on the road that we have the address, which is 1 Rodeo Place in Las Lunas there. I think I've covered most everything. Any questions or anything?
Your drawing shows you're not putting a building up there?
No, we're going to do a mobile office building that we're putting up there. Yeah. I mean, later on down the road, I think we will build a building and everything, but right now I'm just going to put a mobile.
Gonna fence it?
Yes, pipe fence. We're going to have security cameras, of course, up there and everything else like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's out there by itself, wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Baca, could we get an overhead? Thank you.
Pretty neat shape, isn't it?
Interesting. You access it by that cul-de-sac?
Exactly. Yep. We'll come in the back way through that cul-de-sac onto the land there. And we don't build anything there, so there's not, a lot of noise or anything else like that. The noise is, when we actually go out on the customer's house.
So currently, there's nobody living out there.
There's nothing out there. Nothing on the other side of the road. As you can see, there's a big track, nothing on, which would be the east side, nothing there, and nothing behind until you get all the way back into Sand Hill Road, which is, I'd say, a little less than half a mile back.
Which overlay did you put, Mr. Baca?
Chairman Commissioners, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Which overlay? You just put an overlay on.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Oh, maybe you were thinking of doing it, but.
So, yeah, Chairman Commissioners, I did put up the zoning overlay and then I removed it because I wanted you to be able to see the details of the land, but this is the overlay. As you can see, the dark blue surrounding the property are all planned development or PD. There is some commercial districts a little further south. As far as the nearest I-2 zoning district, that's approximately 2.5 miles to the northwest of this property on Highway 47.
It just seems like nothing's happening out there, so if something happens, maybe, things will start happening there.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Do you do flat roofs with tar?
We don't do tar and gravel, we do the TPO roofing.
Okay.
Tar and gravel is kind of outdated and I don't agree with it, so yeah, we just, we do TPO and other modifieds and stuff like that.
Definitely don't have any smell or anything.
No, exactly. There's no tar buckets or exactly, trailers or anything like that, exactly.
I used to haul those up a ladder when I was young.
Oh.
That was a couple of years ago, right?
Thank you.
And then you get the burns on the arm and everything. Oh, it's a lot of fun. One of the reasons why we don't do it, it's a big liability.
I'll be darned. I don't have anything else.
Commissioners?
Pipe fence.
Yes.
You gonna put that with, side paneling or anything like that, or just strictly pipe?
No, we're gonna put the pipe fence and then I'm gonna put horse fencing, not the panels, but the horse fencing now.
Just curious.
The rolled fencing?
Yes.
What is that, 4-inch square, the 6-inch square?
Usually it's 2x4, right?
It's you actually 2x6.
2x6.
Yeah.
2x6?
How many rails?
What's that?
How many rails?
I'm just gonna do one rail, one top rail. Yeah. And then attach it at the bottom.
18 feet tall.
I think it's gonna be 6 feet.
I think you could just hurdle that, Ralph.
Well, I found out at my shop, it was 8 foot with barbed wire and everything, and they just cut through it on the bottom. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I plan on having my nice dog out there too, so, yeah.
That it? Okay, sir, if you'd like to have a seat and we'll call you back up in a second.
All right, well, thank you for hearing me.
Thank you, sir.
If there's anybody present wishing to speak in favor of the petitioner? Gotta go through it. I gotta go-
Formality.
Right? I gotta go through it, right? I gotta go through it. Is
Check
there
the,
anybody present wishing to speak in favor of the petitioner?
check the bathroom.
Okay, hearing none, is there anybody present wishing to speak against the petition? One more time, is there anybody present wishing to speak against the petition? Hearing none. Commissioner, this is yours.
It's mine. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
There's a motion.
Second.
Motion with a second. Any discussion on the motion in the second? Hearing none, call to vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Okay, moving right along. Action item 8, next meeting of the Valencia County Planning and Zoning Commission will be Tuesday, June 24th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Is that good for everybody? That'd be the next meeting of the Valencia County Planning and Zoning Commission will be Tuesday, June 24th of 2025 at 5 p.m. To go?
Yep.
Action item 9, adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion with a second. Any discussion on motion in a second? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
And Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes, this meeting's adjourned.
Yeah. All right. So I'll get you those 3 things.